Welcome back to the channel, guys. I was watching the Putin and Trump meet in Alaska. Of course, Alaska is part of the United States, and Putin is in a foreign land. He came in well equipped with plenty of airplanes and a good detail of equipment. He just didn't come in one airplane, but his detail was big. And Russia is big. The problem is that it just seems that our politicians, our people here in the United States, do not understand. And I know that because I've come from a different country to live here, and I know that how kids are taught from the beginning. You know, we're the greatest thing that ever happened. And, Russia is our enemy. For some reason, they are taught that from the beginning and from the beginning of civilization. It's like the Russians are coming, the Russians are coming. Where it was the British are coming, the Redcoats are coming. But this century seems that everybody has the phobia for Russia. There's a lot more to go into detail with that other than just a couple of videos and comments. But I found this video the meeting when they first met very out of taste, no taste, tasteless. You don't do that to a foreign dignitary, especially a country. Russia has been standing on its own 2 feet. They've developed airplanes without the need of Europe and without the need of. They're doing all this homegrown. What we're doing is, with all these tariffs and stupid things against Russia for no reason, we're making them stronger. So if you want to weaken the country, you give them a lot of dollars, like Israel perhaps. We give them tons of money. That's why they're weak and they're doing stupid things out there. Russia doesn't get any. If anything, we've seized their trillions. We've seized their money. That's not good. That's not good. So it's almost like Putin is walking into the territory of the enemy, which is Trump. And they had these airplanes fly by. I'm going to show you the video. Very low taste, almost like confrontational. And I think Putin was caught by surprise. You don't do stuff like that. You don't do little games that you play in the back, in the schoolyard when you're you're in 8th grade, when you're young. This is grown men. Especially Mr. Putin deserves a lot of respect. A lot of respect for keeping his country, and he basically just toppled over Ukraine. Ukraine is pretty much done. It's roasted, but he just won a war, and Trump does this. Who came up with this idea? This is terrible. This is bad. Well, I'm going to play the video. You might have seen it before, but just watch. I took the sound out because here comes the planes, right? I'm going to make it bigger. Putin's looking out. Trump looks, because he knows he's in it. It was planned by him probably, and they're just passing overhead right now. It's a B-2 bomber. I don't know, stealth bomber or whatever. Expensive as hell. Probably expensive as hell to maintain. Probably doesn't even work as it should. The 757 would probably be better than that piece of junk. Okay, they're standing there. Putin is shocked. He's probably shocked. And now they're asking him for questions about Mr. Putin. Are you going to cease fire? And Donald Trump right away, he grabs his hand like, what a fucker. What a fucker. I hate him. I hate him now. I'm sorry. I voted for the guy, but I hate him now. Okay, Putin is being respectful, and he's got the smile and said, "Oh, Mr. Putin, let's head back." And now, what's Putin face? He He watch. He was clearly disgusted of what Trump did. Why'd you do that? If I could read lips, I swear that he's probably saying something like, "Why did you do that?" The way why'd you do that? Why did you have to do that? Did Putin come in with bombs, and Trump's got to bring in a B-2 bomber, almost like say, and it caught Putin by surprise because they were walking. They're not expecting this from a grandstand. He's walking on the red carpet with Trump, and you got these airplanes going, doing what they did. That was a very low taste. That was a very low taste. Terrible thing to do to a foreign dignitary, especially from the great Russia. I call it great because it's a great country and a great people there. And we have no business trying to be their enemies. If anything, we should be their friends. And we should be buying their airplanes. They make tremendous airplanes a lot cheaper than we build them here. And they work good. Those new airplanes that are coming out, those passenger airplanes, it's like, why aren't we buying that stuff? It's pretty good compared to the only company that builds airplanes here, which is Boeing, which is, that's what happens when you don't have competition. That's what happens when you start eating up companies. Boeing ate up McDonnell Douglas. Anyways, that's another story for another day. And the same thing with private equity and all these companies. These funds just buying companies out. They become weak. And competition is what drove the capitalism machine to make things better. Good products. We had great products here in the U.S. Anything that had the label "Made in the U.S." was great. That's pretty much out the window. It's made elsewhere because it's cheaper. Yeah, and everybody folded. And anyways, that's something else. But it's in bad taste. It's something you don't do to a foreign dignitary. Almost like saying, okay, you're walking with me in this red carpet in my territory. Look what we have, waiting for you if you don't agree to what my terms are. Putin's not going to agree to anything that this clown throws at him. He's won the war, basically. It's pretty much over. What's next? NATO is pretty much over also. They couldn't stop the Russians. Europe couldn't stop them. If anything, the Russians come out extremely strong after this. Maybe they're the superpower, especially militarily, because we don't have the military we had once. We do not have men out there in the military. We have DAI soldiers, and I prefer a guy defending my country than a woman. Sorry, but it's the truth. Women are great for maintaining and keeping things in order in the office. Great, they do that. They do that really good. But going out there in the battlefield, they miss quite a bit. Okay, that's it for now.